morning. It's December the 1st. This is our Thursday E3 weekly market report. As exports have just come out, we're going to go to those right away and look at the reaction of the market. Let's start with the cotton market. We've got sales of 202,300 running bales. That's down 21% from the previous week, but up 1% from the 4-week average. Increases were shown. Vietnam took 84,600. China took 22,500. Bangladesh took 19,700. We had other scattered takers included in that total number. Cotton was down 25 just before this report. Market has made a new low on the day since the report. We're down 35, down 37 at 71.21. And the low made right after the report was 71.10. So we were down 48. We went from down 25 to down 48 with this report. Let's now go to soybeans. Net sales of 1,399,000 metric tons, down 26% from the previous week and down 17% from the 4-week average. China took 1,079,900 metric tons. We have the Netherlands taking 85,000, and Mexico taking 79,400. And there were some cancellations also. Looking at corn, net sales 761,600, down 55% from the previous week and down 50% from the 4-week average. So it's definitely a low number. Japan took 228,300. South Korea took 140,900. Mexico took 77,800. Now let's look at corn and beans, the reaction. Corn was up a half before the report. Right now it's up a quarter. The soybeans were up 4 just before the report. Right now they're up a penny and a half. So we have had a negative reaction in the corn. In the beans, not much in the corn. Let's go to wheat. Net sales 483,200 metric tons, down 32% from the previous week and 16% from the prior 4-week average. Increases were reported for Indonesia at 140,000 metric tons. Mexico took 86,500 metric tons. South Korea took 61,700 metric tons. Wheat, just before the report, was up a penny and a quarter. Right now, wheat is up a penny. So negative reaction in cotton and in soybeans. Pretty neutral reaction in corn and wheat. Last week's numbers were all good across the board. I don't know if that was a pre-holiday flurry of activity. Of course, the holiday is just our holiday, but that it seemed to be across the board. So perhaps it was something like that. Also, I think it was a post-election boost in demand, not knowing what the future holds. Many of these countries with the election of Trump probably put their foot on the gas and really were a little bit more aggressive than they might normally be. A word of warning about soybeans. Soybean demand has been very good, especially out of China. We're approaching a time of the year when this demand starts shifting to South America. So we could start seeing demand start to shift down for U.S. exports. We'll keep an eye on that. Just looking at the crop progress, and really this time of the year is harvest progress. Cotton, as of Monday, was 77% harvested. This time of the year it's normally 84%. When you get to this level, it's pretty much done. They're just finishing up a little. Corn and soybeans are completely harvested. Winter wheat is in the 58% good to excellent, and it's 92% emerged, and that's right on target. Just making some other comments about recent events. We've got the recent market news, and I mentioned it a little bit. Trump, the Trump election at first, we think caused a little uptick in demand across the board with the uncertainty over what the future might hold with regard to trade for these countries. I think the market is stabilized. Based on all the financial markets, it certainly looks like it. So Trump election was positive for demand. Then we just had good demand anyway, and have had even before the election. Looking at the negative and why the market recently has been selling off, we got really high, and we're starting to see some profit taking. Speculators have amassed a very long position. Cotton's over 250,000 open interest right now. That typically is a place where the market's sort of bloated and has to lighten up its position. That's historically what we've seen. So we'll see if that continues to be the truth. Looking at the range of what these markets could do, cotton range 68 cents to the downside is what's been talked about from analysts, 73% to the upside. There's still a feeling that we'll continue within a trading range. Soybeans in the January, $10.20 to $11. Right now, January's at $10.33, so we're on the lower end of that range. March corn, $3.40 to $3.75. March corn right now is at $3.49. Another case of a market that's close to the lower end, but still has some downside potential. Wheat, $3.80 to $4.40. Wheat's made new lows here lately, and right now wheat in the March is trading at $4.03 3/4. So we've still got room to the downside there. But I think all these markets probably are looking for the lower end here as we've seen this profit taking. Anyone out there that's interested in buying back a crop on the board that they've sold, I'd be patient with cotton. In the case of grains, you could be there soon if we continue to get another wave of selling. So that's it. Let's take a look at these markets one more time. Cotton down 33 at 71.25. We've got soybeans up 1/4 at 10.32 3/4. It was up 4. Now it's up 3/4. Corn is right now up 1/4. That's very close to where it was before the report, a little lower. Wheat is up 1/2, and wheat was up 1.25 before the report. So that is it. Have a good day, and we will talk to you later. Thank you.